right, guys, I've been thinking about it, and we need a new TikTok type idea. So
I seem to like that.
Let's make this quick here. I'm building a pretty cool world in Minecraft right now, so I'm just throwing that out there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wow.
No,
So-
yeah, don't let us interrupt.
Yeah, no big deal.
Josh, what are you wearing?
Island vibe.
I mean,
yeah.
fabulous.
I mean, okay. Well, you are definitely wearing a turtleneck in May, so I don't think
it's cold.
Don't worry about what I'm wearing. Okay. Anyway, TikTok ideas.
Okay, sorry.
Who's got one?
Not me.
I
Great start. Over 2.
Yeah.
Nana, do you have anything?
Okay.
All right. So have you seen? It's called "Flip the Switch." It's this Drake song. So like the song plays, and then you just kind of dance along, and then something happens after that. Listen. So it's just this right here, and you just kind of like.
Look, I just flipped the switch. Flip.
What's a Minecraft?
This doesn't fit at all.
Man, can I see you in my office, please?
Fine.
Look, I just flipped the switch. Flip.
Welcome back to Amateur Magician. With me today, Joshua. Hey, you like magic?
I love magic.
All right, let me show you a little something. So I've already pulled out the face cards here. So
Okay.
King, Queen, Ace, and Jack. We don't
Got
need
you.
the numbers for this one. So
Got you.
I'm just gonna tell you a little story. Now look, you're into video games, right? You like
Oh, yeah.
you like Zelda?
Oh yeah.
Are there like kings and queens and stuff?
Yeah.
Zelda? Okay.
Yeah, there's a king.
All right, so we'll call this King's Court. So there are 4 kings in the land, okay? And they they're like at a little, let's say they're at a party, so they've each got like a hotel room, okay? Each to themselves. So then they invite the women up. So here come their queens. A couple mismatched, but whatever. So they're up there, they're enjoying, they're married, they're just having a good time. And then all of a sudden, this band of wild aces just show up, trying to wreck the party. They're just like, oh, you think you can do this without me? And then the kings called their jacks to come to the rescue. Call them for backup, get in here. Now, look, okay, so this is the part of the trick. So I want you to pick stacks however you want. So just pick 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay, and then another one.
This one.
And then
That one.
And then
this one.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Now, all right, so here's where the story gets crazy. Now, they're in the room and they got the kings and the queens, and then the aces are wreaking havoc, and the queens all just like, oh, not my man. I don't think so. And then the jack's just like, oh, you want a piece of me, do you? And those aces were like, I want the whole thing. And it just gets crazy. It's just chaos going on, rolling around, fighting, punching, kicking, all that other. Do you want to try this? This is fun. You cut it. You just cut it.
Just cut the deck.
Cut it one
Just cut
time.
the deck. There you go.
Oh, okay. And then we'll go right back on.
Right back on. Okay, my bad.
And
My
then
bad.
everything calm down. It's quiet and we can breathe again. And then when we look, now things look a little bit out of order, but somehow in the middle of all of that chaos, everybody went back to the room with their own
Dude. Like
crazy.
That's
crazy
that's
story.
insane.
Crazy story.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
Hey, Cokesbury students, we are back with another installment of 6 Questions from 6 Feet Away with our own Anna Lee, one of the pastors at Cokesbury. So we are super excited to have you today, and we will just jump right in with a first question that comes from a little mishap that happened at the Purushottam household this week. So my question for you is, during the quarantine, have you resorted to cutting your hair or the hair of anyone in your family?
Okay, I have not cut my own hair yet. However, my husband Chris always cuts our son's hair. He cuts Levi's hair always. But Levi is campaigning to not cut his hair for the entire quarantine. He wants to go just full on.
See what happens.
Yeah, just see what happens.
Wow. All right. Well, let us know how that goes because
Photo evidence.
photo evidence, we were ready. Yeah, that didn't end well at our house the other day. Let's just leave it there. Second question. The student ministry team has some very strong views about this next question.
Okay.
So, which is scarier, outer space or the deep ocean?
Deep ocean. 100%. No questions asked.
This is why we're all on the same team.
Water
We
is
all-
terrifying.
Water is absolutely terrifying. I mean,
I
and
understand you can't
large
breathe in
animals,
space.
but you can't breathe underwater either, really.
Yeah.
And there are large creatures,
I'm
very
totally with
scary
you.
creatures.
And they say we know more about our solar system than the deep ocean.
Answer. Done. We're there. All right. Excellent. All right. Do you collect anything or have any strange hobbies that are, that we would like to know about? Inquiring minds.
Interesting. Oh, I don't collect anything interesting. No, I'm a picture person, so I'm kind of obsessive about that. I have lots. Maybe lots and lots of like photo books. I make them for trips. I make them for every year of our family's life. I'm the one who's like, we have to take the picture again. It doesn't look right. I annoy my
Gotta be
family
ready.
with that. So that's cool. But it's not like, I collect like ceramic fish or anything. So I feel like there could be worse things.
Nothing wrong with
I would like
ceramic
to say no
fish.
offense to people out there who collect ceramic fish. I didn't mean to throw you under the bus.
I don't collect ceramic fish, but I'm sure they're lovely. All right. If you had to be on a reality TV show, which one would it be?
Amazing Race, for sure.
Excellent one. I should
I
have.
don't know if I'll be good at it, but you get to see the whole world and all about travel. So yeah, Amazing Race. Totally.
Fun one. That's good. I like that
I
answer.
can't be on any of the weird dating shows because I'm married, so that kind of puts me out for a lot.
That
of
would be a
people.
little strange.
Yeah.
To some people, maybe not, but that's weird. That's not.
It wouldn't work.
All right. Your family, I know pretty well, and I know you guys are really fun, like enjoy games a lot. So what game, particularly during the quarantine, but just in general, are y'all's favorite to play?
We are hard into family charades.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we love to like the bowl game kind of way where you put all the names in the bowl, but we also have some where like the card has a picture on it because one of our kids can't read, so she can see the picture and then she acts it out. Oddly, she's 3 years old. She's probably the best at charades of anyone in our house.
Huh. Good to
So
know.
we play a lot of charades.
So get little miss on our team next time we play charades. All right. And the sixth and final question is the question we have asked all of our guests of this segment. What is the best piece of advice you have ever received?
I think the best piece of advice I've ever received is from my mom. I'll give her a shout out because this is on her. But she said to me when I was probably like in high school or college, when something like overwhelming was going on, like a big decision I had to make or a big transition, and I would start to get overwhelmed, she would say like, don't freak out. Just what is the next thing you have to do? Like just the next step. Just do the next one thing. Don't worry about like, how am I going to figure out the whole thing? And so that's really helped me a lot in my life. I think that when something feels like too big to figure out, I'm like, okay, but I'll just do the next thing I have to do. One of the first times I remember her telling me that was when I was trying to pick a college, like trying to decide where I was going to go to college. It felt like too big. She would be like, okay, what should we do first? Maybe we like go for a visit somewhere, just like break it down into smaller steps and then you can do it.
Cool. So one step at a time.
Yeah.
I like it. It's always good advice. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. It is so good to see you.
I miss you.
I know. I miss you. And we miss everyone and are so glad we can at least connect this way with our students and with our friends and with everyone. So thank you again for another segment of 6 Questions from 6 Feet Away. And this time with Miss Anna Lee. See you soon.
Guys.
What's up, Cokesbury students? Welcome back to the joke and the meme of the week. I'm just gonna jump right in, Joshua, if you're okay with that.
Do it, man.
To the joke.
Do it.
All right. What did the fork say to the spoon?
What?
Who's that sharp guy next to you?
Whoa! You cut me, Reed! You cut me!
We got the peanut gallery over here.
I know. It's a live studio audience. I love it.
All right, I'll toss it over to you for the meme.
All right, guys, this week we got another meme in real life for you. Let's go and bring up the first one. Zoom audio meeting only. You just roll out of bed after pulling an all-nighter and you got that 9 a.m. Zoom meeting for your class. But then when you got that video for that final presentation, a lot of high schoolers and probably college students feel this a lot too, you're looking fly. Now, meme in real life, please. Let me preface this for you. I definitely woke up and took that immediately.
Did you surprise yourself?
I did, yes. I definitely surprised myself. And then this, when you're looking spiff and span over here, when you're ready for success. You see that bow tie right there? That means success whenever you wear a bow tie.
Wow. That was the joke and the meme. That was a good one. All right. Thank you to the live studio audience. Thank you to you guys watching at home. Have a great week. We'll see you next week. Hey Cokesbury students, you're used to seeing Josh right here, and I know I'm not quite Josh, but my name's Reed, and I'm gonna walk us through the message this week. We're gonna start a new series called Essential, and I'm gonna preface it by talking about something we've been kind of going through the past couple months. So about 2 months ago now, people all over the US were simultaneously facing the same question. What does essential mean? We started hearing it on the news, we started hearing our parents talk about it, our friends, they're all talking about things that are essential and things that are non-essential. People even started to ask the question about themselves in regards to their job. Am I essential? So a few things that happened. Continuing the ongoing sports seasons, non-essential. Going to the movies, non-essential. Shopping in person, non-essential. Eating at restaurants, non-essential. Some of those are harder than others. And then we made it a little farther and we're getting up on where a lot of you would be graduating. And it's kind of been decided that at least May graduations, non-essential at the moment, and that sucks. But we're doing it hopefully for the greater good, but it still stinks. So as we continue to uncover these aspects of our lives that maybe are not as essential as we originally thought, I want to spend some time talking about what is truly essential in our lives, the things we need as humans to keep on going. So that's what we're going to be talking about in this series called Essential. And we're going to start today by talking about relationships. Relationships are essential. So you may not know this about me because you're used to seeing me at church. I stand in front of a lot of people. Here I'm talking to I don't know how many people on YouTube, but you're used to seeing me out in front of people. But the truth is I'm extremely introverted. Not just like the quiet type that like stands to the side and doesn't talk as much, but the type that like really wouldn't mind being locked in his apartment for like 5 days without seeing many people. I'll just be honest with you guys. But even someone like me who discovered that working from home isn't that bad sometimes. I could hang out with my dog and Sarah and just be present in my apartment and be kind of alone. But even someone like me, after 2 weeks of this quarantine that were pretty sweet, realized like it is not the same as being around other people. So that third week comes and then so on and so on, and I really began to cherish any of the time I got to talk to other people, any of the time I got to spend talking to my friends or my family. I'd have game nights or phone calls or Zoom calls with people, and I just started to cherish those moments. I didn't have the chance anymore to withdraw and not talk to anybody. If I took that chance, I might not get the opportunity again for a while. So it helped me appreciate these times more than ever. So we need other people. God knew it in Genesis when he created Adam and Eve. We need to be in relationship with others. So what does God say about relationships? I'm gonna read from the New Testament, and this is 1 John chapter 1, verses 3 and 4. And it says, "We proclaim to you what we ourselves have actually seen and heard, so that you may have fellowship with us. And our fellowship is with the Father and with his Son, Jesus Christ. We are writing these things so that you may fully share our joy." So essentially what John is saying is that we're telling you our story so that you can have a relationship with us. And then through hearing our story and having a relationship with us, you can also have a relationship with God. And then he doesn't just say those two things. He doesn't say that's the only important things. He says because of this, because of those two relationships, we can fully experience joy. So we don't experience joy just by being around other people or just by knowing God. We experience joy by being around other people and by being in a relationship with God. So what have we learned about relationships through the past couple months? Personally, I've learned I can't really take anything for granted. Whereas before I would be kind of excited if a friend canceled a plan before. Even if it was something I wanted to do, I'd be kind of excited if a friend canceled a plan. Now I don't really have that chance. I might not have the opportunity to call them for a few days, or I might not have the opportunity to see them in person for weeks or months. So we can't take those for granted. And we can't even take for granted the ability to go out and eat at our favorite restaurants with our friends. But what we do know is that those relationships and those friendships are still essential. So for introverts like me, we learned that saying no to plans may be the last time we have the opportunity to even say no. So we have to readjust and refocus and remind ourselves that being, even if it's on Zoom or FaceTime or something like that, being with others is one of the most important aspects of our lives. So how have we changed our attitude? Well, I kind of highlighted it there for me, but I don't know if everyone has changed their attitudes about relationships, but I do know this. I'm seeing students, I'm seeing y'all more than I ever did before this happened. It's kind of one of the bizarre outcomes of all this. I'm actually seeing more students now than I did before the quarantine, because I'm seeing y'all on Zoom calls, I'm seeing y'all on Instagram, and you're all watching on YouTube. I feel like it's not the same, but I feel like we're interacting even more than we used to on a one-to-one basis. So what that tells me about you guys though is that you're looking to talk to people. You're still looking to connect with anybody, with people. You're still looking to be in relationship with others. So whether it's over Zoom or FaceTime or watching a YouTube video, just like you, we all need to be with others. And that's what I want you all to remember most today, that what John says here in 1 John, that when we are in relationship with others and when we're in relationship with God, and those two things align, we may fully experience joy. And that is truly what is so essential about being with others.
Worthy of every song we could ever sing, worthy of all the praise we could ever bring, worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. Jesus, the name above every other name. Jesus, the only one who could ever save. Worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. Oh, we live for you. Holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes in wonder and show me who you are, and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me. Yeah. Oh. I will build my life upon your love. It is a firm foundation. I will put my trust in you alone, and I will not be shaken. I will build my life upon your love. It is a firm foundation. I will put my trust in you alone, and I will not be shaken. Oh. Holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes in wonder and show me who you are, and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me. And holy, there is no one like you, there is none beside you. Open up my eyes in wonder and show me who you are, and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me. Yeah.
So what's our next step as we move forward? Hopefully we're not too far from things starting to return to normal, whatever that looks like. But do we go back to just having relationships the exact same way we used to? Honestly, I hope not. I hope we start to really appreciate the people in our lives, and I hope we really appreciate the family. I know quite a few people actually got to see their moms and their family for Mother's Day this past weekend, and that was more special than probably any Mother's Day you've had over recent years because of the moment we're in. So maybe we'll realize how important it is to have these friendships, no matter the circumstances. We'll know how to connect with our friends even when they're physically far from us, because like John told us, when we're in relationship with God and with others, that's how we fully experience joy. So thank y'all. I hope you take that with you throughout the coming weeks.